If you are always hungry, you are likely not giving your body the 3 things it needs to shut down hunger and cravings. Hi, I'm Dr. Becky from drbeckyfitness.com. I'm a college instructor of the science of nutrition, and in this video, I'm going to show you how simple it is to get control of hunger when you have the right amount of fiber, nutrients, and fat in your diet. When you have these 3 things in place, weight loss becomes much easier, more effective, and much more enjoyable. So let's start with fiber. Now, fiber is only found in plant foods. You can think of it as the tough part of the plant. So think about crunching into a piece of celery or the peel of an apple. Fiber is hard for your body to digest, so it slows digestion, leaving you feeling full longer. Now, foods that are high in nutrients also help keep hunger away, not by slowing digestion, but by satisfying your body's needs. You have receptors in your small intestine, and these receptors monitor the amount of nutrients passing into your body. And if there's a sufficient amount, that information is passed on to your brain, which basically says, okay, we're good here. We have the vitamins and minerals that we need. We don't need to bring in any more food into this person, so we'll go ahead and shut down hunger and cravings, right? Fiber and nutrients often go hand in hand. So high fiber foods are often high in nutrients. So if you choose correctly, you get double the hunger control for very few calories or carbs. And that right balance of fiber to carbs is going to help you lose weight. Now, I will show some foods that have this right balance in just a minute. But first, let's look at fat content in your diet and how it helps control hunger. It's tempting to cut fats out of your diet because these foods are very calorie dense. So if you cut out nuts, seeds, avocados, things like this, thinking you're going to save a few calories, what you're really doing is inviting in hunger. And if you just try to willpower your way through it, and try to ignore hunger, it will only intensify. And then you run the risk of binging, because at a certain point, your body is going to start demanding food by elevating hunger to cravings, right? And when you reach that point, your body wants quick calories. So you crave sugary carbs, and it's very easy at that point to lose control. So the takeaway here is don't pick a fight with your body, right? You might have a good amount of willpower, but it's no match for your body's weapons, which are hunger and cravings. Now, if you've watched my videos for a while that I've struggled with my weight, and especially with sugar in the past. And when I was at that point, I was always hungry, even though I'd be eating all day long. Now today, I rarely feel hunger, and I rarely feel a need to snack. And it's all because I'm picking better foods. And when hunger does come to me, it comes on nice and slow, kind of like that little nudge that kind of says, hey, you should go eat something now. Now, if your hunger does not come on like this, if it comes on quick and it kind of screams at you, eat something, then you're not making the right food choices. And that is all it is, and that can be fixed. It might take a little time for your body to kind of adapt, a couple of weeks maybe, to find this balance, but you can correct it. So let's look at a practical application of how we can pick the right foods. Let's say that hunger bothers you in the afternoons. You have a choice of a small blueberry muffin and a diet soda, and an ounce of almonds and a couple of stalks of celery. Now, both snacks have about 150 calories, but the muffin and diet soda has only 1 gram of fiber between them and 27 carbs, and there's about 6 grams of fat. The ounce of almonds and celery sticks have about 5 grams of fiber and only 9 carbs, with about 14 grams of fat. Now, that muffin is very refined, which we know because of the low fiber content. So it's going to digest very quickly. It's going to quickly spike your blood sugar, and then it's going to cause your blood sugar to crash. And when you have that crash, it's like your body is saying, uh-oh, we are in trouble, right? We need to get blood sugar level up again, so it churns on hunger real rapidly. So you get stuck in this terrible loop where you're always eating and you're always feeling hungry. Now, the almonds and celery, they have 5 grams of fiber and only 9 carbs. That is a great fiber to carb ratio. So that snack is going to digest slowly. It's going to cause a nice slow rise and then fall in your blood sugar. That snack, when it leaves your system, your hunger comes on slowly, just kind of nudging and just kind of saying, hey, maybe it'd be a good idea to eat something, right? That's that nice, comfortable hunger that comes from controlled blood sugar. Now, the amount of nutrients in the whole foods, in the almond and the celery, compared to the refined muffin is much higher as well. So those added nutrients are going to give you added hunger control when you eat the almonds and celery. Now, you might be saying to yourself, what about fat, right? There's a fair amount of fat in the muffin, about 6 grams, right? So why doesn't that keep hunger away? Well, in the muffin, the fat is mixed with refined carbs, and that takes away any of the hunger satisfaction that you could have gotten from those fats. Here's the problem. Too much refined carbohydrate causes a surge in blood sugar, which in turn causes your pancreas to pump out insulin. Now, insulin is a fat-storing hormone. It tells the fat cells to kind of suck up sugar and fatty acids from the blood. So the carbs and fat from the muffin are thrown into storage very quickly, putting you right back into the hunger cycle. So when you eat refined carbs that are high in fat, you do not feed your hunger, you feed your fat cells. The fat in the almond snack, that will stay in your digestive system much longer thanks to the favorable fiber-to-carb ratio, which slows things down and just drips sugar and fatty acids into your bloodstream. You have a nice steady supply of energy coming from that gets used up, and it doesn't get stored as fat. So what is the right amount of fat and fiber to get this nice hunger controlling insulin balance? Well, you should be aiming for at least 4 servings of fat a day and at least 30 grams of fiber. That will keep hunger away. But if you're also looking to get weight loss, you will do best if you pick foods that have this good fiber to carb ratio. For instance, so let's take a piece of whole grain bread. That might have as much fiber as an ounce of almonds, but that bread is going to come with 3 times the amount of carbohydrates. That means it's going to break down much faster than the almonds, cause much more of an insulin rush. Okay, so let me touch on calories. Now, calories should not be your top concern, even if you're trying to lose weight, which is a video for another day. But it is worth mentioning that you don't have to eat a lot of calories to get a high fiber diet. This graphic shows that you can easily get 30 grams of fiber and nutrients into your day for only 615 calories. You know, a serving of fat has about 150 calories. So add 4 servings of fat from healthy fat sources like eggs and fish and nuts and seeds, and you are only at a little over 1,200 calories. You'll have all of the balance of nutrients that you need, and you will not be hungry. You know, to stick with your diet, you need to fulfill what I always call the 3 E's. In other words, your diet needs to be easy to follow, effective, and enjoyable. If your diet is too low in fat, too low in fiber, and too low in nutrients, it is not going to be easy, it is certainly not going to be effective, and it is certainly not going to be enjoyable. Give your body what it needs, and it will shed pounds for you without hunger or discomfort. I understand it is a balancing act for sure. So if you need somewhere to start, I encourage you to watch my free video series and learn my 0, 1, 2, 3 strategy, which will make it very easy for you to get plenty of fiber into your daily diet. It will also share about the 3E strategy that I just talked about as well. And as always, if you benefited from these tips and you'd like more like them, please click the subscribe button and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll be back with more soon. Thanks for watching.